All right, we're doing Unit 10, Lesson 2, numerical patterns as they extend, repeat, grow, and shrink. You need SAB page 413 through 414. Okay, so what I would like you to do is pause the video and write down how many sides each of these shapes have, and then start it again and you can check your answers. Welcome back. You should have found the pattern 463 as far as number of sides that each of the shapes have. So my repeating pattern is 4, then 6, then 3. The next term in the pattern, therefore, would be a 6. Okay. Again, we've got 3/8 and 8/3, 3/8 and then 8/3. So the repeating pattern is 3/8, then 8/3. The next term in the pattern, because it ends in 3/8, would be 8/3. This next one, we go 1/10, 5/10, 1/10, 1/10. So there are 3 terms that repeat. These are the 3 terms that repeat. It's like you could pick that up and move it over again. So 3 repeating terms. And that means that the next term in the pattern is going to be another 1/10 because there's only 1 there. Okay, so that has to be the next term. It's the first term in the previous pattern. It's the first and last term. These 2 patterns have multiple ways to extend. I could extend this one by just repeating these exact same 3 figures, 8, 2, 8, right? Or it could be 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, and so on, okay? Same with this next one. I could end up with 4 9s, 9, 9, and then a 4, and then 4 9s, and a 4. Or it could go 2 9s, a 4, 2 9s, a 4, and so on. Students washing cars during the first 4 hours of each car wash. They wash 8 cars the second hour, 12 cars the third hour, 16 cars the fourth hour. If the pattern continues for 2 more hours, how many cars will the students wash in all? I want you guys to draw out a little function table for this, an in and out box. Try and figure out what the answer is. Pause it and come back and check your answer. Okay, welcome back. You should have found they'll wash 84 cars in all. Let's go on to these function tables. This is just determining what's the rule. So it says write an equation. When you see that, it's like, what's the rule for this function table? So what do I do to get P? Well, P equals in. It gets bigger, so it's either addition or multiplication, right? And it happens to be multiplication this time because I know 2 times something is 12, 2 times 6. So n times 6, or 6n, okay? That means my last term here is going to be 30 because 5 times 6 is 30. This next one, we want to find out how we get y. So y equals, something has to happen to x to get us to y. I don't like to typically start with that first one, so I'm going to go to 2. 2 to get to 8. 2 times 4 gets me 8. Does that work here? 1 times 4? Nope, that's 5. That doesn't work. So what if I try 3? 2 times 3 is 6. To get to 8, I would have to add 2. Does that work here? 1 times 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Yes, that rule actually works on all of them. So 3x plus 2. 5 times 3, 15, plus 2, 17. Okay, if you guys want to pause the video and try these next 2 on your own and then come back and double check your answers. Notice this one gets smaller, so it's probably going to be division. This one also gets smaller, so division and subtraction might be what you think. One of them is a 2-step equation, one of them is a single step, so that's your hint. Okay, welcome back. You should have found that S equals R divided by 5. Okay, if I take 40 divided by 5, I get 8. 35 divided by 5, I get 7. So 20 divided by 5, I get 4. Down here, B equals A divided by 2 and subtract 3. Okay, which leaves me with 9 down here. On this last one, Lisa wrote an equation, m equals k divided by 4 to show m as a function, but she wrote it wrong. What she forgot to do was subtract 2. So she needs to change her equation to m equals k divided by 4 minus 2. And that's all for today's lesson.